Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking about you and your business. You know, there's a lot of, needs out there. It seems like now more than ever for highly specialized training for employees and for companies, and sometimes even for clients, depending on what you're developing out there. And there's a company out there called Onboardia that makes this kind of training really simple, and you can do it rather quickly, which is very important, both for your employee morale, so they're not caught up in feel like they're stuck because they have to do something that takes a really long time because they're ready to go to work. But also good from a productivity side because you can get them making you money quicker as well. So the company is called Onboardia.com, the leader in day one training. And delighted to have as our guest the founder of that, Cathy Reilly. Welcome to the program.
Hi, Kevin. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, kind of give us an overview. I gave one from an outsider looking in who spent a little time looking at your website. Give us an overview of what Onboardia is all about.
Sure. Well, we're focused in day one training. We love to see a company, especially small to mid-sized businesses, bring on new hires, get them up and running quickly, very cost-effectively, also saving a lot of time, educating them on just the basics about the company. So you can quickly create sort of an online boot camp about your company for new hires, temporary employees, interns, anybody new that needs to learn what's most important about your company to get them to work quickly.
Okay. And it would sound like you could even, if you had a company where your clients, for example, I would think like sales and marketing consultants, coaches, they might have clients who they could use this type of training to help them get up to speed.
Oh, absolutely. And we're also starting to work a lot with human resource consultants because this is a tool that they see a lot of need for with their clients and something that they can actually work with their clients to help build. It's what you get with the program. It's a subscription-based model. You get a pre-written master training template. And my background is human resources, so I lived this for many, many years, onboarding and training new hires, temporary employees, contract workers, interns, and just see there's so much basic information you find yourself repeating over and over and over again about your company. Also, when you delegate training, not everybody trains the same, so there's definitely inconsistencies that can happen with information that is given to new hires. So I thought, I dreamed of an online program to help solve this problem, and thus we have Onboardia.
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of give us a profile of a typical client of yours.
So I would say typical client could be anywhere from, say, 100 to 800 employees, even some small companies as well. And they're just saying they're using temps a lot, and nowadays many, many companies are using temporary employees more so because of the cost of benefits. And what they're seeing is it just takes time. Every time you have a new temporary employee come in, they're not always there for long-term assignments to where you can see a return, in length of time that they're there and their knowledge. So a lot of times you're seeing shorter-term assignments that temps can fill, and timing is so critical because you really need to make the most of having them there. So that's definitely one of the typical scenarios. And also with new hires, there's companies out there, they have several locations, and they don't really have a coordinated effort with bringing on their new hires and consistent information. Timing is always so important. With this tool, you can also train from home. So getting your new hires educated about the company basics, going over the policies and the priorities, explaining your expectations as a real good primer before the employee starts the job is where I think companies are seeing benefits to that. Sure. And it runs across all industries. We're not targeting any certain industry. We're just, seeing from healthcare to insurance, real estate, a botanical garden, a pet company, bakery, hospitality. So
is there heavy emphasis? Like, what's the size range of the businesses that you have as clients?
I'm sorry?
Size range in terms of number of employees for your clients.
I would say typical is probably anywhere from 2 to 500.
Okay. Let me ask you, one of the things that I found really surprising when I looked at the site was that there's no mention of pricing. You want people to engage by phone, which is kind of unusual for something that's primarily a web-based service these days. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. Well, we launched last year, so what we decided to do was have people request a demo. We personalized the demo to actually show them the tool, how easy it is to use and set up and customize, and at that point then we start going over pricing. We are in the process right now of putting on a pricing tab with features, so we're going to expand what we have on the website probably in the next month or so. That'll be going up.
Do you charge per platform, or should I say pure educational model, or is it like one price that covers you having as many different trainings as you want? How does that look?
So how it works is we started pricing that starts for it goes by company size. So we offer up to 50 employees as our starting range, and the pricing for that level is $500. For any employee size company, there's one-time setup fee of $795, and we go up to 10,000 employees. We don't have anybody at that size yet, but we've priced out our model to work that way. And what they get with the program is an annual subscription. They get up to 5 training libraries that they can create. They start with a master training program, and it has everything from an introduction section, all sorts of training topics that are typical for a new hire that needs to know, such as corporate culture, how to get things done, practices the company prefers, policy information,
Cathy,
payroll information.
Cathy, I'm
benefits.
sorry. They're going to pull a plug on me. I encourage people to go there to onboardia.com. That's onboardia.com, onboardia.com, and you see right there to request a demo. I think it'd be a really good idea for you and your business in 2014. Take your business to the next level. Let these folks professionally handle on a large scale rather than consume it with time that comes with making your employees do all this training. Get someone else to do it virtual ways. It makes so much sense to me. Onboardia.com. Cathy, thanks for your time.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
Yeah, Cathy Reilly, founder of onboardia.com. When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here. She'll sub over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter.